you and your staff getting to face Harvard. For you, just what's that experience like, especially taking on, well, for all three of you, a big mentor in your guys' life?
Yeah, it's a special series. It's so funny how this whole thing worked out. Obviously, I wasn't here. I was on the Harvard staff when we were scheduling these games, so just kind of ironic. But yeah, a special moment. Great to see everybody have that whole team out here in Duluth for Thanksgiving. That'll be really nice. And obviously, playing against Katie Stone will be a treat. And same with all those kids. I recruited just about every kid on that roster, so I know them really well, and we're looking forward to it. But our approach is going to be similar to every weekend too. We don't want to get too caught up in the emotions of it all. Just play hockey and stay focused on what we've been doing all year.
Katie, I called her shortly before they announced that you were coached, and she had a lot of great things to say about you. What kind of influence was she on your career?
Amazing. The best mentor I've ever had. She gave me a ton of responsibility and autonomy right away when I was there. Just helped me, elevate myself as a coach and learn a ton from her. Her demeanor, her X's and O's, and her experience are just, top notch.
Harvard, what's made them so solid this year once again?
Good goaltending. Emerald Smashmeyer's been there. This is her senior year. She's very special in net. Shelley Picard on D is an Olympian, very good, surrounded by other good defensemen. Up front, Mie Dench is a prolific goal scorer for them, and they have a ton of other weapons up front. So they're pretty complete from top to bottom.
Smashmeyer's senior year, right?
Senior year, yeah. Yep.
Any Thanksgiving plans between you and the other coaches? You gonna have them over for Thursday night before Friday you get started in the games?
Well, we're taking the team to Blackwoods on Thursday, and then we might run into them around town, but nothing set up just yet.
Talking about Maddie from this past weekend, obviously Saturday was the big one, the step forward maybe you were hoping she would take, but she's been solid all year long, and it was nice to see her get rewarded again against North Dakota.
Yeah, for sure. She played great both nights. Like I said, gives us a chance to win every single night, and I think we turned the page on something pretty big for our program on Saturday, just figuring out a way to win, because we should have won on Friday night. I don't think we handled the lead well. We didn't handle being down well in the end. We lost composure from top to bottom, and Saturday we fixed all of those things. Having a 1-goal lead for about 10 minutes against a team like North Dakota is difficult, and for Maddie to hold them to no goals in that game was pretty special.
She wasn't necessarily part of your recruiting class, but when you saw that she had signed here, did you kind of expect her to come in and be an impact player for you as a freshman?
Yeah, for sure. I called her the day of my press conference, probably the minute after I talked to you guys. I was on the phone with Maddie and her classmates to make sure that they were sticking around here, and I knew she would be a big piece of the puzzle. She was a part of the U18 program prior to, so I had seen her play quite a bit.
Is it more her skill set or what she brings to the game mentally, maybe a mixture of both that makes her so good?
It is both. Technically, she is very good, but like I've mentioned in the past, it's that mental capacity. She's a competitor. She plays it pretty cool, calm, and collected. You don't see her doing some of the maybe typical goalie type stuff. She's pretty locked in, and she's a cool customer.
I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Do you like the fact that she wanted to play with the boys that senior year in Andover, kind of add that extra challenge?
I love that. Yeah, she's got an edge. She has a lot of confidence, and she knew that was going to set her up better, to make the jump to D1 hockey. So I commend her for doing that. It's not easy to leave your teammates behind and jump in with the guys, but she actually had played with the guys a lot when she was younger, so it was a comfortable environment for her, and certainly helped her and helped us now. So it was good.
Did you try and recruit her to go to Harvard, or?
We didn't, because we weren't looking at a whole lot of goalies.
At that time,
yeah.
She's a smaller build than Kayla. Does that affect, the women's game maybe as much as it would a guy's goalie, or does that make her? She's quick. It seems she gets from post to post real quick.
Yep. She's very athletic and technically sound. So maybe the technique can make up for some of the physique being a little smaller. But I know she's just going to get stronger throughout her years here, getting more involved in the strength and conditioning program. She'll bulk up, but we don't want her to change who she is, because she is, very good just the way she is.
The atmosphere out in Grand Forks this past weekend, was there a lot of scuttlebutt about the whole nickname situation? I mean, did you guys hear any of that or notice any of it?
There wasn't as much as you would have thought. We talked to the UND assistant coach about it, and they certainly are going to miss the Fighting Sioux tagline, but they've moved on, it seems, and are trying to embrace it.
For you guys, in terms of momentum, how huge can that victory Saturday potentially be for this team?
Yeah, it's great. I think you saw today we were number 10 in the USA Hockey poll. So moving into this weekend with Harvard, we have an opportunity to keep climbing the polls. So that's very exciting for us, and we found a way to win, and I think we built a lot of confidence in ourselves. So it's huge.
To try and gain that atmosphere here on Saturday, how important will that be, and how fun will it be with a good opponent like Harvard to hopefully get a pretty full building here on Saturday?
I'm glad you mentioned that. Cram the Am is our premier event, and taking up all of our marketing energies right now. We really want to fill the building as best as we can. I think we average about 1,000 in attendance, so if we can double that and even triple that, that would be really special for the players and give us that edge, going up against Harvard. They're playing Northeastern tonight, so that'll dictate where they end up, in the rankings. So it could be a very, very big weekend for us, and we could use all the help we can get.
How much fun is it for your players, just like the men, to come out and have, a pretty full building, maybe not comparatively, but just, if you could get a couple thousand people, how much more fun is it for them to have home games in that type of atmosphere?
It's awesome. It's awesome. If we can fill the lower bowl, that's what our target is. I think that's realistic, and it's free if you bring a donation, a food donation, so it's affordable, it's easy. A lot of families in town this weekend for the holiday, so we encourage people to swing by and help us out. It's like having that seventh man on the ice if the crowd is into it, and it makes a big difference.
I mean, when you were at Harvard, what did they average against you?
Around 1,000 as well.
Okay.
Yep, and we did a special it was called White the Bright, similar to Cram the Am, and I think we got up to around 2,000. But I think the ceiling here is higher, and I think the better that we do and the more games we win, the higher that attendance can be. The WCHA is just a more supported, I would say, product. The fans love women's hockey out here a little bit more than they did on the East Coast. So attendance is higher, and it should continue to rise with our success.
UMD women used to play on Saturday and Sunday. Now you're doing it the Friday, Saturday. How much of a concern was it when you switched to Friday, Saturdays, and playing like a 3 p.m. game on Friday? How much of a concern was that it's going to, lower attendance and stuff?
Sure. The main reason that we went to Friday, Saturday was for our student athletes. So they get a normal day off, a Sunday without classes, without hockey, just like everybody else, and they can kind of be normal college athletes, college students for that matter. So that was the reason for it, and then normally it would be a 7 and a 4 o'clock. If the men are home, then it's 3 and 3. So Friday's attendance, I think, was under 1,000, and we want to obviously beef that up as well as we can. I think we have to get more students to those Friday afternoon games, and that would be helpful. So, for me, it's the student athlete experience that's number one, and then the fan experience. So that's where that decision came from.
Kind of see Cram the Am as a way to maybe get people that normally wouldn't come out to the games to come out, and then maybe you'll get those people coming to a 3 o'clock game on a Friday or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. We're hoping for a ton of the youth, the community, maybe non-traditional hockey fans who want to make a donation to the Second Harvest Food Bank and do a good thing and check out the game. And yeah, I think we'll put on a good product, and I think it's a fun style of hockey that we play, and hopefully we get a win and we keep the people coming back to the building.
Is it something that you guys would maybe consider doing again this year?
Yes. Cram the Am?
Yep.
Yeah, I want it to be an annual event. So this is our first year, and we'll hopefully, have some good numbers and continue to get better in the future. But I think it's important around Thanksgiving to give back to the community. It's a great way to do something good for others, and especially a food donation at a time of need. So I think it's two-pronged, really fun for our players, but also a really good thing for the community.